So here's the deal. GetResponse is an excellent fit for startups selling business-to-business software, or if your business sells high-priced information products. In other words, your customer lifetime value is $1,000 or more. So in both cases, they got everything you need. So right now they have Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals. So 15% lifetime discount for new accounts, 15% lifetime discount for upgrades, and up to 40% for life when purchasing it for 24 months. So if you watch this video after this date, so after the Black Friday date, don't worry, because GetResponse has multiple times per year big discounts. So I'll make sure to update the pinned comment down below with up-to-date information for new deals. So although GetResponse has a wide range of features, it also comes with a downside. So it originally started as an email marketing tool. So over the years it added more and more features, for example, a website builder, webinar functionalities, live chat, etc. So the risk of moving into different product categories is that you cannot excel, resulting in a mediocre product. So currently GetResponse still offers one of the top email marketing products, but still, if it continues spreading itself too thin, it might result in its smaller and newer competitors catching up and offering a better product for a lower price. So see MailerLite, for example. So MailerLite is far cheaper than GetResponse, and obviously MailerLite is not as user-friendly as GetResponse and doesn't have as many features, but still, what happens in a few years? Chapter 1, pricing. GetResponse has 5 different plans, so 1 forever free plan and 4 paid plans. Warning. So when visiting GetResponse's pricing page, they make it seem like you can try its paid plans for 30 days. And you can try their paid plans for 30 days, but when signing up, you discover that you still don't have access to many premium features. In other words, you cannot test everything before purchasing. Warning number 2. GetResponse doesn't offer any refunds for monthly or annual plans. So if you purchase a yearly plan and cancel 1 minute later because you change your mind or whatever, you won't receive a refund. So GetResponse does offer that 30-day free trial, what I just mentioned, on its pay plans, but sadly not all features are accessible on the free trial. In other words, make sure you do your due diligence before committing to a long-term payment plan. Maybe try 1 month first and then commit to maybe an annual plan or a 24-month plan. Warning number 3. So although it doesn't seem like at first glance, GetResponse's email marketing plan becomes much more expensive relative to its other plans. So for example, the price increase of upgrading from email marketing to marketing automation at 1,000 subscribers is 210%. In other words, the email marketing plan, so the first paid plan, seems relatively cheap compared to its bigger brother, so the marketing automation plan. But the same upgrade at 20,000 subscribers is a price increase of only 23%. In other words, GetResponse tries to lure you in with a low price point, but the price increases fast when you gain subscribers. So let's compare GetResponse's email marketing plan's price with its competitors. So up to 500 subscribers. So the annual price for up to 500 subscribers is $187. So that's including the 18% discount for an annual subscription. So they rank number 5 on the cheapest email tools. So on the first spot we have Constant Contact, the core plan, which isn't that valuable on a side note, for $102. The second spot is Active Campaign, the Lite plan, which also isn't that valuable because they don't offer that many features in the Lite plan, but that's on a side note as well. So for $108. Then on the third spot we have MailerLite, the growing business plan, and this plan is pretty valuable. They almost offer every feature they have in this first paid plan. So MailerLite is one of the cheapest email marketing tools that do offer great features in that plan. So for $108 as well. And then on number 4 we have MailChimp, the Essentials plan, which also isn't that valuable if you see their features, for $132 annually. So in other words, GetResponse's email marketing plan's price is $85 more expensive than the cheapest tool, Constant Contact. So let's now compare the prices for up to 20,000 subscribers. So the annual price for 20,000 subscribers in GetResponse, the email marketing plan, the annual price is $1,712, including that 18% discount for an annual subscription. So they rank on number 4 now on the cheapest email tools for up to 20,000 subscribers. So MailerLite, the growing business plan of MailerLite, is on the first spot for $1,260. So again, that is a really good deal for the features you get. But do keep in mind that MailerLite isn't as user-friendly as GetResponse. So on number 2, we have Constant Contact, the core plan, for $1,326. I do not recommend Constant Contact. I'm not a big fan of that email marketing service. Then on the 3rd spot, we have the MailerLite Advanced plan. So that's the second paid plan of MailerLite for $1,500. And then on rank number 4, we have GetResponse for $1,712. So in other words, $452 more expensive than the cheapest tool, which is MailerLite. So is GetResponse's email marketing tier worth it? The first pay plan, is it worth it? I would say it is not worth it if it was my call. So the reason isn't that it's not the cheapest tool, it just lacks essential email marketing features like marketing automation and e-commerce features. But if you are in no need of marketing automation and e-commerce features, you might think differently. So as mentioned earlier, at 1,000 subscribers, the marketing automation plan is a price increase of 210% compared to its little brother, the email marketing tier. At 20,000 subscribers, it's a price increase of only 23%. So in other words, it is more expensive than its paid plan, but it also has way more great features. So is GetResponse's second pay plan, the marketing automation plan, worth it? So it depends heavily on your needs and business situation. So firstly, remember that the marketing automation tier has no e-commerce functionalities. So this means that you cannot create an automation based on purchase activity. So for example, you cannot send an automated email when someone purchases product X in your store. So this also means that there is no e-commerce tracking. So for example, you cannot see how many orders were made when you send an email or through your automated campaigns. And lastly, you can also not segment based on e-commerce activity. So for example, you cannot send an email to all customers who haven't purchased yet because there is no data of that. So to receive access to these features, you must subscribe to GetResponse's third paid plan, so e-commerce marketing, which has a 75% price increase at the 10,000 subscriber mark. And do you want to know the best part? So these e-commerce functionalities are possible over at MailerLite's first paid plan, who's one of the cheapest email tools. Now, GetResponse marketing automation plan comes with features that cheaper tools might not have, or they offer it in a lesser user-friendly way. So for example, I would not label MailerLite as the most user-friendly email tool. GetResponse is definitely more user-friendly. So some features of the marketing automation plan includes chats, webinars, web push notifications, one of the best pop-up functionalities, one of the most user-friendly website builders, great ultra-fast support, and last but not least, one of the most comprehensive automation workflow builders. So that is GetResponse. If you're looking for a simple tool to send newsletters, GetResponse is a bit of an overkill. So it's like driving a racing car on a public road. In other words, you cannot use it to its full potential. So another critical thing to remember is your business potential. In other words, you might have the best racing car, but you will lose without a great driver. So how do you determine your business potential? So in my opinion, GetResponse's tool is best suited for businesses that suit one or multiple of the following criteria. So your customer's lifetime value is $1,000 or more, your business market penetration is low, and your target audience is enormous, meaning there is so much to win by working hard and smart. If you have hundreds or thousands of new leads coming in daily, or when the potential for these numbers is here. Important to keep in mind, GetResponse often has great lifetime discounts, as as mentioned in the beginning, during New Year, Black Friday, as of now, etc. So if you're considering this email tool, GetResponse, I highly recommend purchasing it during its discount periods to save you a ton of money. So as of now of making this video, they currently have a Black Friday deal, but if you watch this video in the future, they might have a different deal or maybe no deal at the moment. Anyhow, I'll make sure to update the pinned comment down below. So let's now have a look at the second paid plan of GetResponse, so the marketing e-commerce plan. So if you skim GetResponse's pricing page, you quickly find that there isn't that much of a difference between the marketing automation and e-commerce marketing plans, except for a price bump, e-commerce functionalities, of course, and a little bit more webinar features. So these are some of the things you cannot do in lower plans. So for example, creating an automation based on purchase activity. You cannot do that in lower plans. For example, sending an automated email when someone purchases product X in your store. If you want to do this, you need to have the marketing e-commerce plan. So another thing is the e-commerce tracking. So for example, you can now see how many orders were made when you send an email or through your automated campaigns. The third example is segmenting based on e-commerce activities. So for example, sending an email to all customers that haven't purchased yet. Lastly, now you can invite up to 300 people to your webinar, plus some other webinar features. So comparing the marketing automation and e-commerce marketing plans for up to 10,000 subscribers, there is a 75% price increase, which is pretty steep. But if you're planning to use all its features to its fullest extent, it might be worth it. So let's do a full price comparison. Let's compare GetResponse's tiers with other email marketing tools, so with its competitors. So the prices you see over here are annual prices, including any discounts for purchasing yearly. So the 18% discount for GetResponse, and all the other competitors, if they have an annual plan discount, it will be included here as well. So these are annual prices. So I didn't take into account non-profit discounts or the 30% discount for the 2-year plan. So GetResponse has non-profit discounts and also a 30% discount for a 2-year plan. I did not include those discounts in these prices, nor did I include the special discounts for Black Friday, for example, or New Year's discounts or Valentine discounts or whatever. So make sure you purchase GetResponse during those discount periods, because it can save you a ton of money. As you can see over here, the table is now sorted on the cheapest price for 500 subscribers. As you can see, the constant contact plan, the core plan, is the cheapest plan for $102, as mentioned earlier in the review. And if we scroll down a little bit here, you can see the email marketing plan, the email marketing tier of GetResponse. And if we scroll down a little bit more here, we can see the GetResponse marketing automation plan. And if we scroll down a little bit more, again, we can see the e-commerce marketing plan. So as you can see, the e-commerce marketing plan is one of the most expensive email marketing plans in the market, as you can see. So Mailchimp's Premium is more expensive, and the HubSpot Marketing Hub is more expensive as well. But comparing it ConvertKit, the Creative Pro plan, you can see it's somewhat double the price. So let's have a look at some other numbers. So let's go for 5,000 subscribers, for example. If we click on it, you'll see what are the cheapest prices for up to 5,000 subscribers. So you can see mostly MailerLite is always on top. So it is a pretty useful tool. It's not as user-friendly, but they do offer really good features for the price. So they do have automation features and stuff like that. So make sure to check them out as well if you're just on the lookout for a cheap email tool that can do lots of stuff. But here you can see the GetResponse email marketing plan. But as mentioned earlier, the email marketing tier is not as useful because you are very limited in what you can do with marketing automation. So let's scroll down a little bit more over here. So here we see the GetResponse marketing automation plan. And let's have a look at the e-commerce marketing plan, because that's actually the most useful plan, because then you also have e-commerce tracking. So let's say if you're a business-to-business software company, you probably want to track e-commerce transactions as well, right? Or if you're just selling high-priced info products, you also want to track those e-commerce stuff as well. So you probably need the e-commerce marketing package. So we are at the 5,000 subscriber mark, and if we scroll down over here, so that's this column over here. So the e-commerce marketing plan over here. You can see it is a little bit cheaper than the Active Campaign Plus plan, but not that much. If we go to the 6,000 subscriber mark column, so that's this column, you can see that the Active Campaign Plus plan increases somewhat $1,000 annually. But comparing the e-commerce marketing plan to other tools over here, so here you can see that it's $1,900 for a pretty long time, so up to 10,000 subscribers. So if we click that column over here, we can see that the e-commerce marketing plan is a little bit more expensive than ConvertKit Creator Pro, but not that much. And you must know that the e-commerce marketing plan of GetResponse has far more features than what ConvertKit offers. So probably if I need to choose between ConvertKit Creator Pro and the e-commerce marketing plan of GetResponse, I probably would go for the e-commerce marketing plan because they just have far more functionalities. But if you compare it to the normal Creator plan, there is a pretty big difference. So it is like $700 annually, and here it's like somewhat $1,500. So for 15,000 subscribers. So as mentioned earlier, so these prices are annual prices, and it's already the 18% discount is already included. But if you use those special discount periods, so let's say the Black Friday discount or the Valentine discount or some other special discounts that they have during the year, because GetResponse has multiple discount periods during the year, you can get up to 40% lifetime discount if you purchase for 24 months. So 24 months does look like a really long time, 24 months, 2 years. But again, email marketing is a long-term game. And if you can get up to 40% discount, the price will fall tremendously. So you can do the calculations yourself, what you'll pay then. But yeah, you just need to keep in mind how much would you like to pay for your email marketing. I'll make sure to leave a link down below in the description to this table over here so you can check it out yourself. So let's continue with reviewing the pricing structure of GetResponse, and the next topic is canceling your paid account. So we have a little warning over here. So here you see a screenshot of a review given by a GetResponse customer that tried to cancel or freeze their subscription. So apparently your account is immediately unavailable after canceling. So despite you having more time on your current monthly plan. So make sure to double check this with GetResponse support team before you cancel. Chapter 2, GetResponse's free plan review. So does GetResponse offer the best free plan compared to its competitors? So the short answer is no. As of now, the email tool that offers the best free plan is MailerLite. I'll leave a link to my MailerLite review in the description below. So the longer answer is that it doesn't have the free plan because there is no email automation inside its free plan. So MailerLite, for example, does offer email automation in its free plan. The next up, we have the maximum number of subscribers, which is 500 for GetResponse, which isn't that much. So furthermore, you can only have one pop-up and one landing page. And lastly, there's no support for free plan users, which can be frustrating if you're stuck and don't know how to continue with the tool. Chapter 3. Email marketing review. In a nutshell, so the email editor is very user-friendly. Secondly, GetResponse's email marketing features are not necessarily the best for e-commerce companies. Third, although it works great, its email marketing features, it's nothing special. Fourth, there are roughly 175 email designer templates available to use and tweak. Fifth, all templates look very sharp and up to date with the latest design standards, which is really nice. I feel GetResponse isn't the best for e-commerce companies because there are tools available like Klaviyo that are 100% focused on e-commerce businesses. Examples of what I mean by e-commerce businesses are stores like livingproof.com or noonlive.com. And to give you a practical example of what I mean, let's compare GetResponse's product box feature to Klaviyo's product box feature. So Klaviyo's feature is more user-friendly, has more customization options, and has a better user interface, in my opinion. And to give you one practical example of what I mean, if I want to not show buy buttons below the products, I can easily disable the button feature within Klaviyo. Within GetResponse, I couldn't find an option to disable this button. So I contacted support and their reply was, you cannot delete the button, but you can make it invisible by deleting the text and making it the same color as the background. Like, come on. guys. And this is just one example, but I promise you'll feel the same way if you test both tools simultaneously. So long story short, I wouldn't recommend choosing GetResponse if your core business is an e-commerce store. On the other hand, if you sell business-to-business software or information products, GetResponse might be a great fit. And by the way, before I continue with chapter 4 of this review, I would like to let you know that if you want to know more about a specific feature of GetResponse, for example, custom DKIM, you can go to my website creatorhack.com, click GetResponse, scroll to the email marketing review section, scroll down to custom DKIM, and there you find my explanation and review of this specific feature. So here you can find every single feature they have listed on the pricing page. So if you have any questions about any of those features, please check the full review on my website. So let's continue. Chapter 4, Automation Review. So in a nutshell, number 1, GetResponse's automation tool is more flexible than the average email tool. Secondly, none of these features in the automation tool are available in the free plan, making the free plan far less valuable. Third, the email marketing plan limits you to a maximum of 3 email messages in a workflow or automation. So GetResponse is at the top of the list regarding email automation flexibility. But they do not beat ActiveCampaign though. But do note that ActiveCampaign is far more expensive than GetResponse. In other words, if email automation flexibility is important to you, but you do not want to go all out with your email marketing budget, I suggest you try GetResponse. Warning, if you're thinking about subscribing to GetResponse's email marketing plan, you will run into limitations when it comes to email automation. So for example, there are limited automation templates, limited emails, you only have a maximum of 3 automated emails you can send in an automated workflow, and you can't tweak or edit existing templates to your liking, etc. But these limitations make this tier far less valuable, which is too bad because its email marketing plan would have made it an attractive competitor to one of the cheapest email tools, MailerLite. So my conclusion is that GetResponse's first paid plan, email marketing, isn't worth it despite its low price. Instead, you get more bang for your buck with other email tools like MailerLite. But it might be different if you don't want those automation features and you like the user-friendliness of GetResponse. Chapter 5, GetResponse's website builder review. So the website builder in a nutshell. Number 1, it works fine for building an online presence next to your social media. Secondly, it works fine for building a website to send paid traffic to or for a simple local business website. Third, I do not recommend it if you're planning on building an e-commerce store. Fourth, I do not recommend it if you plan to rank high in Google organically and publish extensive blog posts. If you plan to build a website next to your social media presence or send paid traffic to, for example with Google Ads or Facebook Ads, GetResponse's website builder can help you build an excellent website. But I would not recommend using GetResponse's website builder if your goal is to rank organically in Google and create extensive blog posts with thousands of words. For that, I recommend using WordPress.org. If you're in the market for building an e-commerce website, I recommend using tools like WooCommerce for WordPress, Shopify, etc. So personally, I switched my e-commerce store from WooCommerce to Shopify at the beginning of 2022. Lastly, 3 more things to keep in mind. All tiers, including the free plan, have access to the website builder. Secondly, free plan users can start and launch a website for free with a 5 GB bandwidth per month, which comes down to roughly 2,500 to 5,000 visitors per month maximum. So this should be enough for you to start an experiment with getting visitors. So third, it's one of the most user-friendly and flexible website builders of email tools I've experienced. Pre-designed templates. So let's have a look at the pre-designed templates. So first, all tiers, including the free plan, have access to all its 125 pre-designed templates. Furthermore, there are 8 blank templates available, and third, you can filter them on on many different categories. For example, law and government, travel, finance, food and drink, etc. So GetResponse's pre-designed templates have a professional look. So if you're looking for a simple informational website for your business, GetResponse got you covered. So with its website builder, the templates are easily customizable. Chapter 6. GetResponse's landing pages review. In a nutshell, the landing page editor works with a drag and drop builder. Secondly, unfortunately, the landing page builder is a standalone builder. In other words, it is not the same builder as the website builder. Third, its landing pages feel outdated. And lastly, number 4, I would not recommend using GetResponse's landing pages builder. In my opinion, the user interface of the landing page builder is not as good as GetResponse's website builder. So the landing page builder is older. And unfortunately, it doesn't use the same builder for all its tools. So I recommend using GetResponse's website builder to create landing pages instead of this page builder. Chapter 7. Forms and Popups review. In a nutshell, number 1. So this is one of the most user-friendly editors for embedded forms and pop-ups in my experience. Secondly, there are great customization options for both pop-ups and embedded forms. Third, I love the design templates and options. So what can make it a bit confusing is that the menu bar of GetResponse's dashboard offers 2 sign-up forms features. So the old one and the new one. So this part of my review is only focused on the new forms and pop-ups. So I'm not a big fan of the old forms feature. So the new forms and pop-ups feature offers 2 options for you to display your message. So number 1 in a pop-up style and number 2 in an embedded form style. So the difference between the 2 styles are an embedded form will always immediately show on your web page. And secondly, the embedded form has fewer available templates. So that's a little bit of a drawback. So third, the difference between a pop-up and an embedded form is that there is no limitation options for embedded forms. So for example, you cannot specify a specific start or end date for your embedded form. So there are no display rules as you have with pop-ups. So with pop-ups, you can do this. You can specify the start and end dates, but you cannot do that with an embedded form, which is too bad because it would have been nice, for example, if you have a discount period. So let's say the Black Friday discount, you want to show the embedded form at a specific date and time, and you want to unshow or delete the embedded form after a specific date and time as well. So that is not possible with embedded forms, sadly. Chapter 8. GetResponse webinars review. For your perspective, most webinar platforms are priced higher than $50 monthly. So in other words, if you use GetResponse's webinar features as part of your email marketing tool, it might be a great deal for you. But I feel that GetResponse is great for business-to-business software companies, or if you sell higher priced info products, because you can use the webinar feature to do a weekly webinar to educate your audience on your products and sell your products. So the cool thing about GetResponse's webinar feature is that you can use GetResponse's landing page builder, so the website builder basically, because I do not really like the landing page builder as I mentioned earlier. So you can use the website builder to create a sign-up page, which has more customization options than, for example, the registration page builder of the well-known webinar platform Livestorm. So although Livestorm's registration page looks very clean, simplistic and professional, there aren't that many elements you can add. For example, additional images, text, videos, etc. But there is a drawback to all of these extra features GetResponse offers. And therefore, here's a warning. So creating an email marketing software product isn't child's play. And GetResponse does a great job with its email tools, but the same thing can be said about creating an excellent webinar software platform. So if you're looking for the best webinar software, I would not necessarily recommend using GetResponse. Instead, look at software products that are 100% focused on building the best webinar platform. So it's the same reason why I don't use my e-commerce's platform email marketing app. Instead, I purchased a dedicated email marketing tool for my business. But does that mean you cannot run successful webinars with GetResponse? No, of course not. Obviously, you can run successful webinars with GetResponse. It just means that GetResponse's webinar tools are less intuitive and less user-friendly, and there are fewer features than solely webinar platforms like Demio, Webinar Jam, Livestorm, etc. And that's why I most often say, stick to what you know. So nowadays, more and more email tools try to become the all-in-one marketing solution. So in other words, they try to do everything. But I'm unsure that's the best for all customers. So personally, if it was me, my choice would be that they just focus on creating the best email marketing product. But on a side note, they can charge more money or add a new tier if they add new products and features. So for their business, it is more logical to add new features. But obviously, there is a group of customers that would like to see the broad range of marketing tools inside the tool GetResponse. Chapter 9, GetResponse alternatives. So as you might have noticed, I do not recommend GetResponse for every single business. So if you're looking for the cheapest email tool, I recommend MailerLite. So they have a great discount now as well. So please check the pinned comment section for up-to-date information. So if you're an e-commerce company, I do not recommend GetResponse either. I will go for Klaviyo in that regard. But if you're a business-to-business software startup or sell higher priced info products, GetResponse can significantly contribute to your marketing team. Next to its email marketing features, it offers features like webinars, live chat for your website, and excellent automation flexibility. So lastly, if you're already an established business-to-business software company or run a successful higher priced info product company, I would suggest looking at the email tool ActiveCampaign and purchasing other email marketing tools like webinar software separately instead of using an all-in-one marketing tool. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.